Beaches are literally the bane of my existence within this game. I don't know why, but for some reason they just seem like the most challenging part of the island to decorate. So, since I'm basically finished with the mainland of my island, I need some beach decoration inspiration, and since you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that maybe you do too. Well then, let's get into it. Please note that all the info for the island creators featured in this video are in the description. If you see something you like, consider showing the island creators some love. Thanks so much. Starting off, we're visiting the lovely island Foxgrove by Foxgrove Crossing. What I really admire about their beaches is that they're not overly cluttered, making them super easy to navigate, and the soft color scheme that they went with, mostly brown, white, and orange, it all looks really calming and gentle on the eyes. This volleyball court is simple, but it looks absolutely incredible. I like how they use the lattice fencing as sort of like a net on the court, and I think it was super clever to include the snack and drink machine towards the back. A great spot to grab some refreshments after a fun game in the sun with, I'm guessing, Pashima? I'm also a huge fan of this Beachfront record shop. Again, we've got a gorgeous variety of browns and some awesome KK Slider songs that we can just pop into the, I think, retro stereo? So we can just dance the day away feeling all of the good vibes. Here on Cavinston by Animal Crossing Amanda, we're starting off with this super cute beachfront bakery. The simple panel codes used here are extremely detailed, and all of the cakes and pies on the counter look and smell incredible. I was really drawn to this bright yellow camper van area, which is obviously heavily inspired by Pom-Pomperin, I think I got its name right. The leaf piles and the little umbrella design really help this area pop, and I like how they included the yellow star items in the van. Right next to the camper van is a long pink school bus with some more adorable Sanrio items. All of the different greens and pinks work well together, and I think this is just a fun sort of kidcore inspired design idea. I also just had to point out this adorable little spot, truly an example of how small ideas can still have a huge impact. The beaches here on Amaretto by, forgive me if I say this name incorrectly, Golden Mermy, are bursting with a symphonic beauty. I really appreciate the subtle contrast between the soft whites, the greens, and the beige colors with the deeper browns and black colors, especially the splashes of black lilies. They look amazing on the sand. Something I think this creator did really well was use the simple fencing sparingly, but still in a way that sort of gives a clear separation between the different spaces along the beach. We've got some really beautiful sitting areas. I'm a huge fan of the cornucopia. And over here is a really adorable library and writing area. It actually reminds me of a place that my grandmother would have loved to visit because it looks so cozy and welcoming on the sand. I especially love the balance between the flowers and the weeds, and that garden wagon adds a nice subtle splash of color with the pinks and the blues. The color balance here really jumped out at me. Adding those black lilies and this beautiful beige design rug was such a clever design idea, and it just makes this area one of my favorites on the island. Perdition is a blue color-themed island by Animal Crossing, and since the island is predominantly blue, it's definitely a favorite of mine. This build idea was a little surprising at first, but I think it actually works really well. You just walk through the ropes, purchase your ticket, and then stroll on into a concert on the beach. The large rock at the back is set up like a stage with a bunch of instruments, and despite the dolls being a smidge on the creepy side, personal taste, I'd definitely be willing to jam out to some KK Slider songs with them. To help fill out a smaller sized beach, we've got this really nice Zodiac statue circle. The blue candles and the gold from the Zodiac items go really well together, and overall this whole spot just gives me really zen kind of vibes. On Jim Perez by Jim.Crossing, we've got essentially a complete light show in island form. The section of the beach with the white star fragments and the pink items is just gorgeous, especially now that it's nighttime. All of the different lights are lovely together, and this whole area just has this magical, whimsical feel to it. While I recognize that this is more of a peninsula idea, I just really wanted to include it. It's essentially an entire cruise ship. The little dock area with Rover's briefcase is adorable, and I like all the little details in the ship, like the street lamps and the wood-burning stoves behind the panels. Here's another small beach idea that looks pretty fun. Again, I think the lights from the stars and even the drink machines all look really nice, and the little mushrooms on top of the drink machines was a super cute touch. Along the western beach, we basically have a cherry blossom forest. This is so beautiful and such a simple idea, yet it feels like a fantasy. A great design concept for any Fairycore island. At the end of the cherry blossoms is this little dollhouse village, which I didn't actually realize that the windows light up at night, but this is just another fun idea and a really unique way to play with light in the game. The beaches here on Sagewood by Autumn Weeds are incredible examples of garden-inspired, fairy-like ideas that are so peaceful. The soft green pathing is really beautiful, and all the little details like the shell fountain and the mom cushion play nicely into that garden-like feel of the beach. And as we hop across the water, we come to a little flower field. I love the mix of colorful flowers with the soft green of the weeds, and again we have a lovely utilization of the star fragments. All of the colors feel well balanced, and the white mush lamps are a great touch of soft lighting. At the end of the flower field, we have a gorgeous little coffee shop on the beach. The white stone pathing is perfect for this area, and even the goldfish bowl is a great little touch. I think this is a fun idea for those of us who tend to store a bunch of flowers on our beaches. Instead of trying to get rid of all of them, just turn your beach into a flower garden. It'll look beautiful. Ponderosa by Ruby Crossing has some really awesome tropical resort-style beaches. I was really impressed by this pottery area. All of the pots in the clay furnace obviously look like they go pretty well together, and even the witch's cauldron with that big fire underneath it is just a nice warm detail that makes the whole area feel all the more like what I would imagine a proper and professional pottery studio would look like. This looks like a nice juice bar. I love all the fruit items that they used, all the pumpkins, and even the orange end table. I'd definitely grab a smoothie from here. The candles in the spa area look super romantic and inviting. There's a bed, maybe for massages, and even the green of the water in the cypress bathtubs looks so good and relaxing. Also, don't be afraid to just plant a bunch of palm trees on your beaches. They'll always look good. This orange camper van on Bowen Isle by Ephemer Animal Crossing New Horizons looks incredible. They even found a miniature version of their own camper van, which I did not even know we had this item in the game. The whole build looks so good with the tall fencing in the back and the little gnome. This kind of muddy looking soccer field is fun and brings back some childhood memories for me. There's even a little stopwatch, and all the little details like the pumpkins and the scooter are just super cute. Towards the back of the island, there's this archaeological looking area with a whole bunch of fossils. I even appreciate the little hand washing area and the antique furniture. They give the area more of a authentic sort of feeling. Even the apple is an adorable little touch. Here on Paradise by Julie's Paradise Animal Crossing New Horizons, I was blown away by this amazing, lovely boardwalk. There are a bunch of little shops with fun sitting areas, and I really like that you can actually pick up a few little treats to take with you around the island. The Festivale float peacock reminds me of a casino in Vegas, but instead of playing the slots, you can play the pinball and foosball machines. Also, did you know that you can find Tom Nook and Isabelle in this game? So many small details that I just never knew. At the back of the island, you can experience an entire luau. I thought this was a super clever use of the furniture items as a stage, and there's even a little drum and a fire pit. Now we just need a pig to roast. Out here on Providence by, again, Animal Crossing, even Poppy is impressed by this large fishing area. I love all the red, and on the side is a little, fish cleaning spot, which I think is a really nice little touch. If you ever find yourself feeling hungry while decorating your beaches, consider making yourself a ramen shop. The food items in this game all look so good, but I especially love how real these noodle bowls look. I could just eat them up right now. Oh no, he set the village on fire! Whatever shall we do? This is a super fun and creative Godzilla design idea that is so different from anything else that I've seen before. It's a great reminder to remain open to trying new and potentially odd-seeming ideas, because they might be the ones that are the most fun, and that's what matters most. Enjoying the process. Thank you so much for joining me on our little beach hopping tour. Let me know which ideas you liked best in the comments, and remember to show these island creators some love. I am so grateful that you chose to watch my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!